Hello children, today again I am back and hope you have seen my previous video. In that you have seen about the introductory part of cell, structure of cell, and today we will deal with some organelles of the cell. Okay, first of all children, mitochondria. Mitochondria, that is known as the powerhouse of the cell. That is known as powerhouse of the cell. Is that very clear children? That is known as powerhouse. Do you know why it is known as powerhouse to the of the cell? It is because it gives energy to the cell. It is the respiratory site. It is the site of respiration. Is that very clear children? And this is double membrane. See this is one membrane. See the structure of this is the inner membrane. Okay, this is the inner membrane. Is that very clear children? This is inner membrane. Okay, it is double membrane structure. When we see the mitochondria under the electron microscope, it will look like this. It is double membrane. Now what is double? 1 and 2, double membrane. Is it clear? It is double membrane structure. Okay, it is double membrane structure, and this is the outer membrane. This is the outer membrane. Okay, outer membrane, and you see the inner membrane has some folds and projections. This is called cristae. This is the inner membrane, and these fold and projections, these are called cristae. What is this? Cristae. Is it very clear children? So double membrane structure, mitochondria, it is called as powerhouse of the cell because it gives energy to the cell. Is that very clear? It is double membrane structure. The outer membrane, that is smooth. The outer membrane is smooth and the inner membrane is rough. Why? Because of folds and projections. Folds and projections. Okay, and here this cristae, this is cristae, no? I told you this is cristae. Cristae, here oxidation of food, energy, how the energy release, we eat food, okay, and that is changed into energy when react with oxygen. You must be read in your previous classes how the energy is produced. We eat food, okay, food is digested and absorbed in the body, and this food, that is glucose, is mixed with oxygen and then release energy. So here this cristae, here the oxidation of food takes place. Oxidation of food takes place. Is that clear? So mitochondria is very important organelle for plant as well as for animal, because here only the energy, it gives energy to the cell. It is known as the powerhouse of the cell. It is double membrane structure. The outer membrane is smooth and the inner membrane has folds and projections. Okay, and this folds and projection, this is called cristae. Inside this, okay, these dot like structure, this is known as matrix. This is known as matrix children. Okay, it has respiratory enzymes. It has respiratory enzymes also, which help in respiration. Enzymes. So this mitochondria, it is known as the site of respiration. Is that very clear? It is known as site of respiration. Understand children? Very clear up to this much? Okay. Now next is plastids. Okay. Now this mitochondria, first of all, you should remember this thing, that mitochondria is present in plant cell also and in animal cell also. And you also remember that it is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it gives energy to the cell. It produces energy and store energy in the form of ATP. Store energy. It releases energy, children, and store energy in the form of ATP. In the form of ATP. We write in capital letter ATP. What is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, I am writing here. Let me rub this. Okay, ATP. ATP is what? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Is that very clear, children? So this is known as adenosine triphosphate. This energy is stored in the form of ATP. That is adenosine triphosphate. Is that very clear? This is all about mitochondria. Now, next is plastids. Now, see children, plastids are very important organelle. Okay, they are the organelle present in plant cell only. Very clear, children? These plastids are present only in plant cell. Please remember this thing. Organelle present in plant cell only. Is that very clear? These plastids are of three types: chromoplast, chloroplast, okay, and what? Leucoplast. Please remember all things, children. Okay. So plastids are the organelles which are present only in the plant cell. They are of three types: chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast. Is that very clear? These three, okay, these three I will explain one by one. What are these? You must have seen, children, flowers. Flowers have different colors, no? They may be orange, red, pink, they may be violet, yellow, etc. So, it is because of the pigment present in chromoplast. It contains pigment, pigments which gives colors, which give color to fruits and flowers. Is that very clear, children? Understand? It contains chromoplast. It is called the colored plastid. Colored. Okay, it is called colored plastid. It is a colored plastids, children. Is that very clear? It is called colored plastids. Okay, because it contains pigment which give color to fruits and flowers. Is that very clear? Chloroplast. You must have seen leaves are green in color because they contain chlorophyll. Okay, so it is because chloroplasts have chlorophyll. Chloroplasts contain pigment. They contain pigment called chlorophyll. Is that very clear, children? It contains pigment called chlorophyll. It gives green color to leaves. It gives green color to leaves. Is that very clear? Now, leaves are green in color. That is why it is because of this chlorophyll, children, they absorb sunlight. They absorb sunlight and they can prepare their own food. That is why leaves are called kitchen of the plant. It is because in the chloroplast, okay, there is a pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll gives green color to the leaves. That is why leaves are green in color. And chlorophyll has a capacity to absorb the sunlight. So during photosynthesis, sunlight is the main important factor. Is that very clear? So leaves prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Leaf absorbs sunlight, and in the presence of carbon dioxide, water mineral they get from the roots. Carbon dioxide they get from the atmosphere, and they absorb chlorophyll. We cannot absorb, they absorb sunlight. Sorry children, they absorb sunlight due to the chlorophyll. We cannot absorb sunlight because we do not have chlorophyll. Is that very clear? So because of the chlorophyll, they grab sunlight and they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so that is why leaves are known as kitchen of the plant. Now children, this is about the chloroplast. So chloroplast contain green color pigment known as chlorophyll. Due to that chlorophyll, leaves are green in color, and also they can grab sunlight. Is that very clear? Leucoplast. What is leucoplast, children? Leucoplast, this is a colorless plastid. What is this? This is colorless plastid. Colorless plastids. Okay. What it do? It store food. It store food in the form of protein. Is that very clear, children? In the form of protein, fats and starch. In the plant, starch is present, no? So it is because of the leucoplast. This is a colorless plastids and it store food in the form of protein, fat and starch. Is that very clear? So these plastids, please remember children, they are only present in plant cell. That is why flowers have different colors, fruit have different colors and leaves are green in color. It is because of the plastids which are present in their cell. This is the organelle which is present in plant cell. Please remember this thing. Now, the next is endoplasmic reticulum. Next is what? Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, children. Please remember what is this? Endoplasmic reticulum. We represent it with a capital ER. Okay. Suppose this is the cell membrane. Okay. And this is nucleus. So this endoplasmic reticulum starts from the nucleus and scattered, form a network-like structure and scattered all over the cytoplasm like this. Okay, like this. These are the tubular network frame-like structure which scattered in the cytoplasm. What it do, children? Endoplasmic reticulum, we represent it with capital ER. These are a tube-like Okay, tube-like structure which forms a network all over the cytoplasm starting from the nucleus. Please remember this, children. Okay, and children, these are of two types: a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, why they are rough? Because they have a small dot-like structure on their surface known as ribosomes. Why they are rough? Because they have dot-like structure known as ribosomes on their surface. Sorry, on their surface. Is it clear? On their surface. That is why this ribosomes make these some of the endoplasmic reticulum, not all. Some are smooth endoplasmic reticulum, some are smooth endoplasmic reticulum, some are rough endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum have ribosomes on their surface that give the appearance of rough surface. Okay, that give the appearance of rough surface. That is why they are rough. Is that very clear? We call it rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, what is their function? Their function is to synthesize protein. Okay, their function is to synthesize protein, children. So please remember, their function is to synthesize protein. Is that very clear? And this is a single membrane structure. This is not double membrane. This is single membrane structure. This is single membrane tube-like structure, framework like structure which form a network all over the cytoplasm starting from the nucleus. Okay, and it also helps in transporting. It helps to synthesize proteins, as well as it also helps to transporting the substances all over the cytoplasm. Please remember this thing, children. Okay, so I told you what endoplasmic reticulum. It is another organelle of cell. Okay, it represent with capital ER. It is single membrane structure, tube-like structure, forms all over the network. Okay, starting from the nucleus. This is nucleus, no? This is nucleus. Okay, starting from the nucleus all over the cytoplasm. Some are smooth endoplasmic reticulum, some are rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this rough endoplasmic reticulum are rough. It is because of the presence of ribosomes on their surfaces. You may see small dot-like structure I have made. Okay, these are ribosomes. Okay, on their surfaces that make the appearance of roughness. That is why we call it rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, what is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Its function is to synthesize protein, as well as its function is to transport the substance from one part to other part in the all over the cytoplasm. Is that very clear, children? Understand? The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they synthesize lipids. Okay, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, they synthesize proteins. Lipids, it is a fat. Okay, proteins. Is that very clear, children? Understand? Now, in the previous video, I told you about what? I told you about nucleus, children. I forget to tell you one thing, that in nucleus nucleus is made up of 4 parts. I told you, no? Nucleus, it is made up of 4 parts. 4 parts. What are they? Nuclear envelope, okay, then nuclear core, nucleoplasm, and nucleolus. I have forgotten to tell you about nucleolus. See, this is, I told you nucleus is a double membrane structure. Remember, no, children? It is double membrane structure. It is double membrane structure. If you see the two-dimensional diagram, it is double membrane structure. Now, it has pores somewhere. It is not continuous. I told you, no, it is not continuous. It has pores in them. It has pores in them. Is that very clear? So remember or not? This is what? Nuclear core, where the substance can go inside and go outside. So this is, and inside it jelly-like structure, matrix, okay? Jelly-like structure is present, that is known as nucleoplasm, and there is a dark circular rounded body is present in between the nucleoplasm. That is what? That is nucleolus. That is nucleolus. It is made up of RNA and protein. It is made up of RNA and protein. Now what is RNA? RNA is known as, it is the full form of RNA is ribonucleic acid. Very clear, children? It is made up of what? Ribonucleic acid. It is also important because it helps in formation of ribosomes. I told you where ribosomes are present. Formation of ribosomes. Is that very clear? Understand, children? So, nucleus, nuclear envelope, this is nuclear envelope. Okay, nuclear core, these are nuclear core, nucleoplasm is this and nucleolus is this. Okay, dark rounded body present in between the nucleoplasm, that is nucleolus, and it is made up of RNA, ribonucleic acid. Okay, and it is made up of RNA and proteins. Is that very clear? It helps in formation of ribosomes. So this is all about today. Okay, children, goodbye.